You are listening to Church Talk with Isaac.
Welcome to the first episode of Church Talk with Isaac. I'm your host, Isaac Watson, and I am so excited to be able to speak to you today. This is my very first podcast, so you all have a lot to look forward to. I have a lot in store for you, and I just wanted to take this first episode just to give you an introduction and tell you a little bit about myself, because I can't assume that everyone knows who I am. I am a resident of Chicago, Illinois, born and raised. I am a husband to my beautiful wife, Brittany, who has been with me. We've been married now for a little over 5 years, and we just had our first baby girl. Her name is Eden Sophia Watson, and we are so excited about her as well. She's brought so much joy to my life and to my heart already. And I have no other ministry. My first ministry is my family. I love my family. We are also senior leaders. My wife and I pastor an amazing church in the south suburbs of Chicago, Encounter Worship Center, where we've been pastoring that work for a little over 2 years now. And it's a young, thriving, growing church. It's a church that believes in the prophetic, the apostolic. We flow and move in the gifts of the Spirit. We believe in pursuing the presence and the nature of God and becoming more like Him. So I just wanted to open up this podcast, and I just wanted to explain myself a little bit. So as you see, we titled this one, Let Me Explain. I wanted to do this podcast. I wanted to do Church Talk with Isaac for several reasons, but probably the main reason is because those of you who know me and those of you who follow me know that sometimes I can be just a bit against the grainish. I can be a little bit controversial in some of my thoughts and some of my understandings. And especially if you follow me on social media, you all know that sometimes some of the things that I can say can kind of ruffle people's feathers. And I throw out ideas that people may not have thought about before. And this podcast, Church Talk with Isaac, it allows me to express as well as explain what goes on in the mind of Isaac Watson concerning the church and church things, all things church. That's why I titled it Church Talk with Isaac. I am a study of the word. I consider myself a theologian in my own right. I'm not a know-it-all. I don't believe I know it all. I believe that there's a lot that I can learn. But I opened up this platform because I want to create opportunity to create different types of dialogue. So throughout this year, you're gonna hear from me. You may hear of various teachings. You may hear me just throw thoughts out there. And my main objective for doing this podcast is to let you know what's going on in my mind, and also I want to give you all some clarity. You all are gonna hear some inspired study. You're gonna be inspired to know God more intimately through this podcast and in a more real way. And that's my hope. That's my desire. It's not that you get drawn to Isaac, but that you get drawn closer to God and you get drawn closer to Jesus Christ. He's the reason why we do everything that we do. So some of you all listening, even some of you first-time hearers, you're gonna hear things that may challenge your belief systems. You may hear things that may challenge even some of your doctrine, and even challenge your level of faith, and not challenge it in a negative way or in a bad way, but challenge your faith to grow and to increase and to be rooted and grounded more in God. I believe that God has graced me to open up closed areas of the understanding, especially in the Word of God and concerning church concepts, whether they be cultural or traditional. I believe that God has graced me to get you thinking on another level, and that's what Church Talk with Isaac is all about. So I look forward to doing more broadcasts with you. I look forward to dialoguing more with you. There's going to be some episodes where we may interview individuals, people who may be experts in certain fields, areas of expertise, and we just want to get you thinking. So what I want to do is I want to open up an invitation for you to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe and share this. And I also encourage you, if there are specific topics that you may want to hear about regarding the church, I want you to email me. You can send a message directly through to my website, isaacwatsonministries.com, and let me know your thoughts. Let me know areas that you may have concerns about, areas that you may have questions about. That way we can bring it onto the show and we can talk about it. And I will share my perspective. I'm not saying my perspective is the truth, but I believe that my perspective will give you an opportunity to think a different way. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is our very first episode. Be looking out for the next one. I plan on sending these out. I'm going to do once a month. I'm going to send out a new podcast, a new episode. And here and there, I'm going to throw in some bonus material as well. So just be looking out. It's very important that you subscribe. That way you get notified when our podcast goes live. All right. Talk to you all soon. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you for listening to Church Talk with Isaac. If you enjoy our content and benefit from this podcast, do me a favor and subscribe, leave a review, and share with your friends, family, and colleagues. I'm also on all social media platforms and would love to connect with you. You can also partner with us by visiting isaacwatsonministries.com and clicking donate. Your partnership helps us to get the message of Jesus through Isaac Watson Ministries to the world. Talk to you soon.